You see, Tommy Richmond got the Don Toliver feature on $1 Million Baby.
I did see that. Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I didn't really like what I heard. Like, I think it was on Instagram is where I heard the snippet. I do really wish that it was a Brent remix because I feel like he's right there. But I mean, they got to do what they got to do. I think that right now the push is probably to get it to number one, as soon as possible. And if Don Toliver can do that, like, I'm with it. But I don't think he's needed.
Have that power?
I don't know. I
don't think so.
It's confusing. What it feels like to me is it feels like Don Toliver came to them almost and was like, "Yo, I love this." Like,
and I think he probably likes Don Toliver.
Exactly. But it didn't, to me, it doesn't make that much sense. And I still like the original better than what I heard. So
it was a fumble, to be honest. The song hasn't come out yet, so maybe not.
Yeah, we can't.
But if I'm being honest, the snippet sounds like ass.
I kind of liked it. Honestly.
Oh, my bad.
I've only heard it once. I
thought it sounded booty, bro. And I don't think Don makes any sense on it. Like, I think Tommy shouldn't try to be hip hop, bro. He's making alt pop music. You know what I mean? And that should be, or all R&B, whatever you want to call it. To me, getting Don on this song feels like when Tyler got Travis on Water.
I think it's completely different.
It just seems like it seems like a mismanaged situation where you could do something that makes perfect sense and really uplifts the song, but instead you just cop out for like a big trap rap artist.
Travis on Water is insane. That just should never be a song that exists. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But this, I could see how it could work. Now, I'm not saying I heard this and I've listened to this one time, like when I was like, like not all the way like immersed, but like it wasn't abrasive to me. But I think that Don is interesting enough, talented enough to find a way to go over this and like make it sound good. I don't like, it doesn't feel like it was a play just to get a bigger artist on it.
So let's expand on this because there's like 3 remixes that we could talk about right now where I just feel like these all are starting to feel like industry pushes. Let's get a big artist on the record and let's just go, instead of like more artistic pushes. We talked about Tyler and Travis. We're talking about Tommy Richmond and Don Toliver. And I feel like even with the Fisher remix with Ice Spice, like, yeah, it like makes sense on paper and like it's something that is a play that I could see being made that would make sense, but it didn't sound great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gunna would have really been the best sound on that. Obviously, they're not going to collab with Gunna, but like, you know what I'm saying? Even like a Drake remix to that would have made more sense sonically than Ice Spice. And I really feel like it didn't do enough to carry the song to where it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now we're just throwing things out there like, oh, like Ice Spice is hot. Let's put her on the song. Don Toliver is big. Let's put her on the song. Like, I don't know. We're not making calculated. We're making like calculated moves, but we're not making like artistic calculated moves. If that makes sense.
I think all 3 of them that you mentioned did fall a little flat, but I think the difference is Ice Spice does make perfect sense on that song on paper.
On paper, though,
whereas the other ones don't even make sense on paper to me.
I mean, I think that we're reaching back really far. This has been a problem with remixes for a while, so I don't mind talking about Tyler Water. That one I was surprised with, just because like WizKid is so obvious. You know what I mean? Like, do that. But then like, I guess one that I don't get and that I didn't like and that was confusing to me is like Calm Down. When they've got Selena.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't like that song. Or like Essence with Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like these things, but they worked for what their purpose was.
It's so interesting how both of them really work, especially the Calm Down.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to fault these people for doing it, but I don't think the $1 Million Baby play was as big an artist as those. And I think the Ice Spice one makes perfect sense given who the team is made up of, where they're both from. Like, I think they know each other and have like come up together a little bit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm only critical of it because I understand that it makes sense. And when I heard it, I was like, okay, like, yes, I get it. But I just felt like sonically going into it, I wasn't going to like it. And I think I still don't like it after listening to it a few times. I don't think she was the right choice.
I don't like it either. Yeah. But I'm just like, do you think they think it's fire?
The artist?
Yeah.
The original artist?
Yeah. I think Cash thinks that Ice Spice verse is good.
I think on paper, he's like, yo, she's she can play the baddie that is like we're talking about in the song. Like it makes perfect sense. She's from the city. She's hot right now, or at least is big, like a big artist, bigger than me. Like I don't know, bro. Paper makes sense. Execution, wise, not really.
You bring up a great point because from us as fans, it's like make the perfect play. Like that's what we want you to do. But if you put yourself in these artists' shoes, you can put yourself in Tyler's shoes. You can put yourself in Tommy Richmond's shoes. 6 months ago, nobody knew who the fuck they were. Now, Travis Scott wants to be on my song.
Like, fuck yeah.
Don Toliver wants to be on my song. Let's do it. Then they hear it and they're like, yo.
This is fire.
This is incredible. Like, like I'm independent Tommy Richmond. Nobody knew who the fuck I was. Now I have a song with Don Toliver. Of course, I'm excited about it. I'm going to put it out. Yeah. And it's probably going to help me go #1, like you said. So you can't be mad at it. I just do wish, like you said, bro, like I know him and Brent will collab a lot in the future and already have that song together. But it seems like it would have been a great way to make a really good record and also like really stamp that collaboration.
But y'all would have really wanted Brent. I don't think Brent would have done anything crazy on that.
He would have sounded great.
I think he would have sounded great, and I think it would have made the most sense, and they could just keep it internal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And be like, it's really the like, what is it? ISO?
But I don't
really
think the goal was to
sample
keep it
approval.
internal.
What do you mean?
But I think
the goal is to spread your audience as much as possible.
I feel like the way that they've been moving though, they're very like it's a collective, bro. Like they work with the same producers,
made up of
they wear
mostly
the same
producers.
clothes.
But that's the thing.
They like only collaborate with certain artists. Like even like Junie and like Tony Snow are not technically part of the collective, but you'll see they'll collaborate with each other and You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain artists. Don Toliver has never been in the picture.
I don't think that the goal with Tommy Richmond, who's the only official artist signed to ISO, is to keep him. I think producer-wise, 100%, keep him with the same type of producers for sure. I think that that's the smartest thing that he's done. Make sure that like I'm going to emphasize getting producers around me, so I'm gonna always keep my sound fresh. With that, but I think like as an artist, you want him collaborating with people who are going to expand his reach. People are just hearing about him now. Let's cast a wide net. Let's make sure people know that he's cool and associated with the up and coming people in other genres. Like, I don't love Don Toliver. I just can't think of a better person to do. I can't. Yeah, I don't really know who I'd even want on that. Brent wouldn't be bad. It could be good.
Brent would sound really good.
Brent wouldn't sound bad. Brent wouldn't sound bad.
It would be great.
Brent's the only person I can think of that I'm like, yo, he would sound fire on that. I can't think of anyone else because it's a really unique, weird song. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll give Don Toliver a chance. Hopefully it sounds decent.